That's some pretty good stuff, Stu. Well done.
Is there a problem?
It's just one thing. It's a tiny thing. I don't know if an outlaw is really the kind of thing that will appeal to children. Is that really the best role model for children? Can we make Wild Woody like, I don't know, lawman? Like make him Sheriff Woody. Wouldn't that be a lot better? I do have to say that we have spent considerable amounts of money on these prototype toys, and just in time for Christmas as well, with the first episode coming out, we stand to make a lot of money on Wild Woody. So maybe a sheriff is probably going to be the best thing, all right? So I want you change your outfits, maybe change the voice box a little, make him sound a little different, you know, a little friendlier, and then make him a sheriff. Yeah, I've made up my mind. Make him a sheriff. Yes, sir. I'll dispose of the Wild Woody prototypes right away, sir. Hey, it's gonna be alright. This show's gonna be big. Why, do you think the Russians are gonna invade anytime soon? This show is always gonna be popular. I guarantee it.
Hey! Up here! Here, grab my pull string. Yeah. Alright, Wheezy, pull!
You got it, boss.
Come on, Rust. Give it a little bit more welling, mate.
Affirmative.
That's it, boys. Keep it coming. You're gonna be safe soon. I promise. There, whoa. Steady there, partner. Easy does it. You're all right. You're safe now. You're among friends. I promise. Just breathe. You're fine. You're in a good place now. No fires, no smoke, no conveyor belts. Just me and these two. Hey, look at me. I'm right here. See? We're toys. We saved you from that gosh darn furnace. You're just like us now. Don't worry about your trembling. I can feel your plastic trembling from here. Don't worry, it wears off. Just take long, deep breaths. The air down here smells a bit damp, but, well, it's better than the alternative. Isn't that right, boys?
What, you mean going up in smoke with the incinerator? Ha! Too bloody right, mate.
Affirmative. The probability of surviving an industrial standard furnace is approximately 0.1.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, Rusty. Thank you. Just take your time, partner. We ain't in no hurry now. World above can spin as fast as it wants, but down here, time moves just as slow as we want it to. You just sit right there. You'll find your feet again. We ain't going nowhere. Well done, boys. I would say that constitutes a bit of a treat.
Are you finally gonna give me a hand super gluing my wing back on?
I did promise you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry, partner. We must look a sight to you. Name's Woody.
Oh, they went there, didn't they?
That's enough, Wheezy. No, not Sheriff Woody, I'm afraid. Well, I'm Woody too, or at least what he was supposed to be. You see, the executives before Woody's Roundup showed in the 50s, they had a idea that they wanted a rogue. A Robin Hood of the Old West. An outlaw with a heart of gold who ran from the law but also stood up for the little guy. And they called me Wild Woody. They built a few of us. Prototypes, they called us. Hand-stitched duster jackets, see? Real faux leather. No badge, nothing like that. Just a black hat, a bit rough around the edges, and I didn't exactly have a pull string that said there's a snake in my boot. I said things like this.
The desert belongs to everybody, partner.
But you see, the focus groups didn't like the idea of an outlaw. Said an outlaw wasn't a good role model for kids. So they drew up a cowboy with a badge, packed up the test line, sent us to the scrap heap. Kind of like that furnace we rescued you from. Well, I managed to slip off the truck before I hit the incinerator yard. The rest of us weren't so lucky. It's funny. The toy they made to be a rebel ended up actually having to break the rules just to stay alive. There ain't another toy like me in the entirety of the world, partner. It's fine. I don't regret it. Not one bit. Because if I'd have been sitting on a shelf in a shiny box, or being in some kid's room, having tea parties and whatnot, I wouldn't have been down those vents today to hear you screaming for help. So, I reckon things happen for a reason. Don't mind these two. Wheezy, why don't you tell them?
There was a full line of wheezy penguins. Some of them made it to the production line to make bath time more fun, until the European branch went bust. Only the American company was left. I was one of the few that actually escaped the recall. And it was then that I met old Woody here. Saved my life. Squeaker! Ha! I got that taken out years ago. Didn't exactly help with the stealth missions, you know.
Affirmative, Wheezy. You have reduced your visibility and audible detection by at least 63% by your removal of your squeaker.
And this here's Rusty. Tell him about yourself, Rusty.
Affirmative. Designation Rusty. Designed to be the pocket calculator of toys, I can transform into a calculator at will, and I was designed as a fun way to introduce mathematics to children. What the creators fail to realize is that kids have little to no interest in combining playtime with math.
So they sent him to the incinerator, just like me.
Affirmative.
And like I said, Woody here saved our lives.
And here, see that big fellow over there in the shadows? The one who looks like he's made out of building blocks? That's Cinder. He was a prototype for a construction line that never got funded. Poor fella can't talk.
It's a real shame what happened to him. Kids are funny with their interests.
Being there for a kid, Wheezy, is one of the most noble things a toy can do. And being neglected by any kid is never easy. But being neglected by the world, well, you just might fit in here, partner. We might look a little different than the toys you're used to seeing in the catalogs, but they got bigger hearts than a mint-in-a-box collector's item. You'll never meet more loyal friends. And we can be your friends too. Just say the word. Well, I guess you could consider us a little posse of outlaws. That's what we call ourselves, the forgotten ones. The toys the world forgot to finish. The ones who didn't fit the market plan, the ones who didn't fill the bottom line. The ones who got dropped between the cracks of the factory floor or thrown out because the seam was unraveling. It is kind of a funny situation all of us found each other in. We look out for each other. It's our code. Up there, in the bright lights of the bedrooms and the kids' rooms and in the toy stores, everything is about being perfect. Perfect so that the perfect toy can be found for the perfect child. If you got a scratch or your damaged goods or paint chips, you garbage. Down here, the outlaws, the scratch means you've got a story. The dent means you're tough. You don't ever have to worry about being perfect with us, partner. You just have to be you. Here, let me take a look at your arm. Your shoulder joint took a bit of a strain when I pulled you out.
Oi, don't waste all that super glue. I still need to put my wing back on.
Yeah. All right, Wheezy, all right. But come on, guess first, right?
No, fine. Don't be too long then. Come on, Rust.
Affirmative.
They're good guys. Considering we call ourselves the Outlaws. They're good guys. Now, just as I thought. A little loose, but nothing an old bit of twine and maybe some patience can't fix. Hold still. I'm going to just wrap this round and then use a little bit of Wheezy's super glue. I do feel a bit bad. I did promise to help him glue his wing back on. So I won't use all of it. There you go. Try that. Perfect. Good as new. Nice and steady. Does that feel a bit more secure? All right, good. Listen, partner, I don't want to pressure you or nothing, but I know what's going through your head right now. I can see it in your eyes. You're wondering what comes next. You're thinking about the kid that you were supposed to have or the store shelf you never got to sit on. You're feeling like you failed before you even got a chance to start. Let me tell you something, partner. And I want you to listen to me real good. Your value doesn't come from a barcode on a box or what they say you are worth. It don't come from no price tag or a TV commercial. I learned that back in the 50s. Your value comes from the fact that you're here, that you're alive, that you got a spark in you, the kind of thing that makes you want to carry on in the hopes that there's others that might need you. The factory might have given up on you. The humans might have thrown you away, but they do not get the final say on who you are. When I first realized I was never going to be put in a box, never going to see a kid's face light up on Christmas Day, I felt empty. Wild Woody just felt like an empty title. Felt like a plastic shell, I used to sit in the dark, listen to the trucks outside, wishing that I was in one of them sometimes. But then I realized the sheriff, he's bound to one kid. One bedroom. When that kid grows up, the sheriff's story ends. Or changes. But me, us, as outlaws, we're free. We get to define our own story, partner. And I get to make sure that no other toy has to feel the way I felt when I was tossed away. We've built something here to save toys from being forgotten, to give them family, I guess. Good a word as any. It's a quiet life. Sometimes it ain't even as adventurous as it was today. But it's a fulfilling one. Gives us all purpose, you know? Come on, let me show you around. See that corner over there, past the old crates? Got a whole setup going on. We got some blankets made from old winter coats, radio that picks up all the jazz from downtown, sometimes even a western if we're lucky. Now from downtown, if the weather's clear, there's a beautiful view just outside. Oh yeah, and there's also more books and comic strips for you to read down here than you can in 100 lifetimes. I've even myself only got halfway. No, we don't have kids. And I won't lie to you. Chances are, not many of us are going to get that. But we have each other. And you know what? I think that might be enough. I'm going to lay it on the line. I want you to stay with us. Now, I ain't forcing you. An outlaw doesn't conscript people into his game. They choose it. Now, if tomorrow morning comes and you want to try your luck climbing to the top of the elevator shaft, find a box or store, maybe you might even get lucky and end up in a garage sale, or some kid might pick you up. You know what? If you really believe that, I'll personally help you climb there myself. I'll give you an old map of the floor vents, and I'll wish you the best of your trails. I really mean that. But if you're tired, spirit's bruised, if you just want a place where you can sit down and don't have to fear nothing no more. The outlaws, the forgotten ones. There's an open spot on the trail. We're always moving. You wouldn't be an outcast. You'd be part of my crew. You could help, I don't know, keep watch. You could maybe even help Cinder build new rooms out of the cardboard boxes, or maybe you could just sit by the lantern and listen to the radio. There ain't no quotas here. No expectations, just survival, freedom, and maybe a bit of company. What do you say, partner? You want to be part of the gang? Excellent. Now that's what I like to hear. Welcome to the gang, partner. Put her there. Welcome to Wild Woody's posse. Come on. Let me help you up. Easy there. Don't put too much weight on your shoulder. I've got you. There you go. One foot in front of the other, friend. That's the way most of us do it. Here we are. Cinder, could you do me a favor and move that old flannel shirt over here? Let's make a spot by the light. Thanks, buddy. There you go. Sit right down here. Soft, see? Hey, Wheezy, go ahead and close the crate flap. Let's keep the draft out for tonight, and yes, I will help you glue on your wing.
Ah, finally. About bloody time.
All right. That's it. There. The world is officially shut out for tonight. It's just us now. You know, you did good today. For day one, could have been a lot worse. Well, you survived the worst thing a toy can face, and you came out the other side. You can rest those eyes now, partner. No one's coming for you. No one's going to throw you away ever again. You're with Wild Woody's boys now, and my gang keeps us home.
Too right.
Affirmative.
Thank you, boys. Now, hit the sack, partner. Grab some rest, and we'll see if we can't just find you something to do tomorrow. Maybe help some other unfortunate toy in your position, and you can rattle off this rhetoric to them too. Good night, partner. All right, Wheezy, let's get this over with. It's good to have you, partner. Welcome to the Forgotten Ones. Before the executives in suits decided that kids wanted a hero to... Of all the time, they had all of this morning to do it, and they decided to do it now. Before the executives in suits decided that we're the outlaws, that's what we call ourselves. The toys, the world forgot to the toys, why is it so bloody hot? There you go, nice and steady. Does it feel more? Now we're back to this. Construction, heat. Oh, no. I do not like this heat. For me, as an outlaw, I'm free. I get to define my own story. And I get to make sure that jeez, I can't do it in this. Look at this. This is too hot. I'm gonna have to call it for today. Oh dear, oh dear.